Hey guys, so I just came out of the screening of the latest film from Luca Guadignino. It's called Suspiria. First reactions? Holy fuck. Hey up guys, so let's talk about Suspiria, the new twisted horror film from Luca Guadagnino, the man who melted my heart last year with Call Me By Your Name, has gone and pulled out my heart and forced me to eat it with Suspiria. Forget Suspiria, this film actually induces hysteria. Not kidding. I can imagine a lot of people are going to be disturbed by this movie. Move over Darren Aronofsky's mother, there's a new divisive film in town that's come to take that crown. Oh yes. This film is actually a remake of the 1977 film by Dario Argento, and it's set at this prestigious dance school in Berlin in 1977, which is a playful nod to the original by Argento. An aspiring American dancer called Susie, played superbly by Dakota Johnson, enrolls in this school after a previous student, Patricia, who's played by Chloe Grace Moretz, suddenly disappears under unusual circumstances. The school's lead professor, Madame Blanc, who's played by Tilda Swinton, takes a shine to Susie, and then Susie is given the lead protagonist dance role in the school's next showcase. But it would appear that the school is plagued by witchcraft and supernatural forces, and of course, spooky stuff ensues. And I can't possibly go into any more detail about the plot, because this is a film that you really need to see in order to believe it, okay? There is a lot of fucked up shit in this film, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So yeah, this film is not going to be for everybody. You'll either love this film or you will hate it. Me, I really enjoyed this film. There was a lot I loved about it. For starters, the atmosphere that Guadagnino crafts is skin-pricklingly disturbing. As horror films go, this is not a jump scare slasher. This is more of a psychological slow burn, and it's a lot more twisted than most usual horror films that you see. There was no point where I was watching this film where I felt comfortable. I was always in a constant state of agitated nerves because it just really has this horrible, unsettling atmosphere all the way through this film. The dreary and drab production design for this dance academy was the perfect setting for this really creepy atmosphere. The cinematography by Sayumbu McDeeprom is hauntingly moody when you consider his last film was Call Me By Your Name, which was so luscious and bright and exquisite. He's done excellent work here. All of the casting is spot on. Everybody fits their role perfectly. I have to give special mention to Dakota Johnson. Mia Goth and Elena Fokina both have some very disturbing physical scenes which will linger in your brain after you've seen it. They both give terrific performances as well. Also, Tilda Swinton is fantastic in this as Madame Blanc, but there's also this rumor that she is also one of the male characters in this movie as well. Dr. Joseph Klemperer, who is one of the few male parts in this film, but apparently it was Tilda Swinton in a lot of prosthetics, but it was very convincing. I genuinely thought this was a man I'd never heard of. He's credited on IMDb as Lutz Iberdorf, so yeah, Guadagnino and Tilda Swinton try to pull a fast one on us there. Luca Guadagnino's direction is sublime. He uses a lot of very odd and sometimes confusing angles, and I think this was purposeful because it puts the viewer in a sort of uncomfortable state of not knowing what it is they're looking at. And the choreography for the dance sequences in this film is sensational. Or maybe the accurate word would be cutthroat, because that's kind of what it is. Like, the dancing is just like watching Dakota Johnson move in her first dance sequence. It's like she's been possessed by a demon. I really want to talk about the dance sequences in this, but then I realized if I tell you the intricate details of what happens in the dance, then that is going to spoil watching this film for you, because I didn't know about it going in, and I feel, yeah, it'd be more of a wonderful surprise for you to discover by yourselves, rather than me telling you about it. But I'll try to talk about it in vague terms. It was just so hypnotic to watch because it was simultaneously beautiful and disgusting, okay? You need to watch it to understand what I'm saying, but I don't want to go into too much detail about it because it's better for you to watch it and experience it without someone telling you what you're in for, okay? It is fucked up, alright? So just go watch it and experience it for yourself, because that'll be so much better than me telling you about it, okay? But let's just say you will never look at interpretive dance the same way again. As for my negatives for this film, it does feel very long, and at times Guadagnino's message can get a bit lost in all the grotesque grandeur that he's putting on the screen, particularly the 5th and the 6th act of this film. That's another thing to mention. This film has got 6 acts and a prologue. So yeah, I wasn't lying when I said it was long. But yeah, the 5th and 6th acts are excessively grotesque and artistic. And for some viewers, this will be the point where the film loses them. But for others, this will be the moment where it builds to the cathartic crescendo, which you've been building up to all the way through the film. So like I said, you'll either love it or you will hate this film. So let's ask those 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Yes, I definitely think a second viewing would help me process it. It's a lot to take in, this film. But I will say this, if you were to watch this again, you would definitely need to be in the right mood for it. For a lot of people, I think once will be enough for them, okay? Would I recommend it for you guys? Well, when it comes to recommending this film, this will come down to your own disposition when it comes to horror films. If you are a fan of slow burn, stylish, and quite grotesque horror, I'd say, yeah, give it a go. But if you're not a fan of that stuff, avoid this one, because you would probably hate it. And what score am I going to give it out of 10? I'm going to give Luca Guadagnino's Suspiria a score of 8 out of 10. Right, there you have it, guys. That's my review of Suspiria. Are you excited for this film? Are you guys going to go see it? And for those of you that have seen it, what did you think of it? Get involved in the discussion. I would love to know what you thought of it, particularly the dance sequences, in the comment section below. And if you guys want to be updated on all my latest vids and reviews from the Venice Film Festival, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.